Shabbat Shalom from Temple Concord. This week we begin the book of Numbers in our Torah readings. In Hebrew, the book of Numbers is called Bamidbar. Numbers comes from the Greek naming system, which came much later, but Bamidbar brings us back to the text, and it says, in the wilderness, in the desert, and we begin a census, a counting of people. In a sense, Bamidbar describes not just where our ancestors were, but where we are today too. We are almost eternally living in a desert. We're wandering, aiming for a promised land, but never quite reaching it. We are like Moses, who wrestles with God and never quite gets to what he dreams of. And so the question as Jews is, what does it mean to live in a wilderness? What does it mean to be on a constant search? For me, the search is a rather exciting thing. It means that we get to explore. It means we get to try new things. It means we get to read, and we get to study, and we get to interact with each other. We get to try new things and go experience new places. Being in the wilderness can be scary. Being in the desert, it can be a place of fear, of darkness, of emptiness. But it can also be a great place to grow, to change, to learn about oneself and others. And so I hope as we read the book of Numbers over the coming weeks, that you will find yourself embracing this life Bamidbar in the wilderness, and that you'll find time in the wilderness to learn about the environment, to learn about our history, and to learn about yourself, just as I hope to do the same. When we're in the wilderness together, we learn and we grow and we connect with our own souls, with each other, and even with the Almighty. So join us, not just this Shabbat, but every Shabbat coming forward, as we explore the wilderness and explore what it means for our people to be constantly seeking that more perfect place, the Promised Land. Shabbat services this Friday night will be at 6 o'clock here at the temple. We hope you can join us. Shabbat morning, we celebrate the bat mitzvah of Sarah Daly. It should be a wonderful morning. And Shabbat evening, Saturday night, lots going on at the temple. It's Shavuot, so we have confirmation. It begins with a dinner at 6, so make your reservations with the temple office. This confirmation service is at 7, and then there's a wonderful dairy oneg, followed by our Tikkun Leil Shavuot, our late night Shavuot study. This year we're going to be focusing on Israel, celebrating the 70th anniversary of Israel. It should be a wonderful evening. We have about 5 teachers lined up to teach. I'll be teaching, the cantor will be teaching, Jim Burley will be teaching, and Jesse and Jim Carrot, who together traveled with me on an interfaith trip a couple of years ago to Israel, will be talking about how they saw Israel in their eyes and in each other's eyes as a Jew and a Christian traveling together. So it should be a wonderful experience that evening. On Shavuot morning, Sunday, it also happens to be our last day of Sunday school, so we have lots going on here. We have the stepping up ceremony for our kids. We have showcases showing off the work our kids have done this year. And then we have our Shavuot morning service at 11. And after that, we have our end of school year carnival. So come for the morning, plan to be here, come empty stomach, because we're going to have donuts and hot dogs and lots of yummy stuff to eat during the day. And it promises to be a wonderful way to celebrate Shavuot and our community and the end of our kids' religious school year. Next week, all of the usual activities except Talmud will not take place, and we will look forward to growing in the wilderness together. For now, I wish you a good Shabbos, a Shabbos where we begin the wandering together. Look forward to seeing you at the temple.